We are not rational, we are very good at explaining why we are right after the fact. This is part of the Hidden Machine series. Every episode explores one thing the brain does below your awareness that is quietly ruining your life. And this is episode 7. I want to start with something uncomfortable. The smarter you are, the better you are at defending your decisions that were never rational in the first place. Think about that for a second. Intelligence is not protecting you from bad decisions. Sometimes it makes the bad thinking sound more convincing to yourself and to everyone around you. Here is the thing about how the brain actually works. Most of the time we do not think and then decide. We decide and then we think of reason. Decision happens first, fast, unconscious, and emotional. And then the brain generates a logical explanation for it. An explanation that sounds considerate, that sounds like we thought it through. That sounds rational but was assembled after the fact. And to justify something that was never rational, we experience this backwards. We feel like we reason it all to the conclusion, when mostly we arrive at the conclusion first and reason it all way toward it afterwards. Think about the last time you changed your mind because someone showed you evidence that you were wrong. Not because you were pressured, not because you were embarrassed, because the evidence genuinely changed your view. How long ago was that? Now think about how much information you have consumed since then. How many conversations? How many arguments? How many articles? The ratio between information consumed and positions actually changed. Tells you something real about how much of your thinking is actually thinking and how much is defending what you already decided. Then the second thing. After something happens, we became convinced we knew it was going to happen all along. This feeling is not accurate. The brain generally rewrites the memory, not on purpose, but automatically. The old uncertainty gets replaced by the certainty that comes from acknowledge the outcome. And this is not just annoying. This is actually expensive, because if you believe you predict things correctly every time, you never learn how to predict better. Every mistake became a story where you almost got it right. And every failure became a story where your external circumstances let you down. The learning never happens because the record has been quietly rewritten. The simplest fix for this is write down what you think before you know the outcome, before the meeting, before the decision, before the conversation. Write down what you expect, then look at after. The gap between what you actually thought and what you remember, think is actually where your real learning is. The third thing, and one is my favorite. When people told about this mental structure, they almost always have the same reaction. Yes, that is interesting. I see it in other people a lot. Every believes this is thing applied to others more than themselves, including people who study this for a living, including almost certainty some people watching this right now. The bias that protects all the others' biases is the belief that we are not as affected as most people. So what actually helps? One thing, specific, practical. Find one person in your life who has genuine permission to tell you when you are wrong. Not someone who disagrees with you everything by habit. Someone who honestly opinion you trust. Someone who is not invested in making you feel good. Who in your life is actually tells you when you are thinking has hollered. If the answer is nobody, that is not a sign of good judgment. That is a sign that the destruction is running without anything to check it. We are 7 episodes in, and one thing has been true in all of them. The decisions are not made where you think. The memories are not accurate. The relation we stay in, the reason we are staying, think are not the real reason. The procrastination is not about discipline. The choices are not as free as we think. The future self feels like a stranger, and the reasoning we trust the most is the reasoning assembled after the fact, to explain what already happened. We are operating with a distorted picture of reality and a very strong sense that we are not. And in the next episode, the condition that makes all of this dramatically worse. Chronic stress, the kind that has been running so long, we think it's just who we are.